The men and women who founded our organization saw a need for a good, strong bank, but they also looked well beyond their own time. They foresaw a bank that would always be a crown jewel in Mississippi and across the communities it served. In 1899, they decided to open the bank, and they did so on the Bay St. Louis beachfront with $10,000 in opening capital. The first day deposits were $8,000, but they had a promise to help people achieve their financial goals and dreams. A few years later in the Great Depression, all of Gulfport's banks failed, and city leaders asked us to open a downtown bank to give people a safe place for their money. By the end of that decade, we had moved the branch and our corporate headquarters to Gulfport. It's been there ever since, home to what's now the largest bank headquartered in Mississippi.
When the United States went to war, we instituted special hours and options to serve men and women in uniform and their families. We also opened new branches at Mississippi military installations. In peacetime, we partnered with local cities and towns to energize economies and champion changes to keep our Mississippi community strong.
Well, when Nassau chose Hancock County, Mississippi as the site for this Dennis Space Center, our then bank president worked directly with centers of influence in Washington, D.C. to make that happen. In fact, he personally visited with local landowners about the broader benefits of supporting America's space program. Also, bank executives led the transition of the port at Gulfport from local to state ownership. That change boosted economic opportunities channeled through what's now one of the largest Gulf of Mexico gateways for international maritime commerce and a strategic seaport for America's military.
When Hurricane Camille devastated the coast in 1969, we joined with the Chamber of Commerce, Small Business Administration, and countless local agencies to launch a Together We Build campaign. 36 years later, when Hurricane Katrina virtually destroyed our Mississippi Gulf Coast communities, installed almost all of our economic engines, the bank revived a Together We Rebuild rally cry for recovery. Within days after Katrina, bank leaders also led the effort to relocate the gaming industry on shore. That move brought about a resurgence of jobs for people in the region. It also created redevelopment that has given rise to a coastal Mississippi that today features world-class educational, entertainment, and resort destinations and generates millions for Mississippi.
When a global pandemic threatened lives and livelihoods, Hancock Whitney contributed millions of dollars and hundreds of volunteer hours to local relief efforts. Then a record number of storms hit our coastal markets, including South Mississippi. Once again, our Hancock Whitney values kicked in. We were the last to close and the first to open within 24 hours of the storm passing, providing the cash and critical supplies people needed to survive and get going again.
Since the day we opened our doors, generations of associates have come to work every day to help create opportunities for people and the communities we call home. Those associates are the collective heart and soul of our organization, which Forbes named one of the country's best mid-size employers. Today, 4,000 associates serve clients from more than 200 financial centers, operations centers, and regional headquarters across a 5-state Gulf South footprint. That includes 30-plus locations just in Mississippi. And because of our associates' commitment to our clients and core values, we've consistently rated as one of America's strongest, safest banks for more than 30 years in a row.
For more than 120 years, we've worked hard to ensure that the crown jewel our founders imagined would continue to shine. Today, we serve our home state from the capital city to the coastline, with more than 50% of the South Mississippi market share. But for us, it's so much more than just market share. It's about being there when our Mississippi clients, friends, and neighbors need us, and being there to do what's right to help them succeed. Our founders expected us to be a business that would never know completion, a strong company committed to growing and getting better for the people and the communities we serve. And no matter where our journey over the past century has taken us, the road always leads us back home to where we were born, back home to where we're still headquartered, back home to Mississippi.